Zsolt Juhász. László Szalóki. Selling up isn't defeat. Sometimes it's a relief. In 1992, the entire global software offering for Windows fit into a 10-page brochure. Zsolt Juhász and László Szalóki, the founders of Revolution Software, leafed through it, looked at each other, and knew where their next venture was headed. Today they are part of Seyfor, and, for the first time in 35 years, someone else tells them what to do. It seems, though, they don't mind. We would like to inform you that this voice recording was created by artificial intelligence. In one word, how was your first year at Seyfor?
Choosing just one is hard, even in Hungarian.
All right, 2 words. Challenge or opportunity?
Challenge, yes, but definitely opportunity as well. And if I could go back, I'd do it again.
Exactly.
The year 1992. Budapest. 2 fresh graduates. What was the plan?
One of our customers, a friend of László's, runs a fashion business in Hungary. He still uses our software today. He once told us every company needs a story. It doesn't matter if it's entirely true, he said. It just has to exist. Ours happens to be true. We were fresh graduates from different schools. László studied engineering. I studied economics. Hungary was going through political change then, and personal computers were arriving at the same time. We got a box of Windows 3.1 with 5 or 6 floppy disks and a small 10-page booklet listing every piece of Windows software in the world. The whole world, 10 pages. We looked at each other and knew this was the future. Not DOS. Windows. And the only thing either of us understood was accounting. So we made accounting software for Windows. That was the whole plan.
That's very similar to the story Martin Ziegler tells.
Yes, a similar political moment. Same logic. 2 countries suddenly opened up. 2 companies with the same idea.
You chose the name Revolution Software. Are you still happy with it?
Honestly? No. We're not revolutionaries in any sense.
The original idea? Lowercase r, uppercase evolution. Revolution and evolution combined. We thought it clever marketing. We were in our early 20s. Every era has ideas that turn out less brilliant than they seemed.
What was your hardest moment in 35 years?
It wasn't a market collapse or a technological shift. The hardest moment happened internally. Around 2008, there were 3 of us in leadership. Our third partner wanted to build a classic corporate pyramid, but the company wasn't big enough for that yet. It took almost a year to resolve those disagreements. We were first to offer to leave, but he lacked the means to buy us out. So we bought him out instead, for more than the company was worth. You know the most elegant route through a divorce? Close your eyes and sign. After he left, we rebuilt from scratch. It was the right decision, but it was brutal.
Your company offers its own ERP system alongside Microsoft solutions. What was behind that?
At a certain point, we had to decide what we'd offer to larger companies. We could build something new from the ground up, or lean on an established system. We had 2 options, Microsoft or SAP. We chose Microsoft because that was the technology we'd grown up with.
It turned out to be a major advantage we hadn't anticipated. Most competitors had only their own products and struggled to develop them further. Working with Business Central, let us see how international ERP systems approach methodology and architecture. And we brought that into our own development. An unusual combination, but it worked.
At the start, you said you'd do the Seyfor acquisition again. Why?
I waited for the moment we'd doubt ourselves. Normal, even with smaller decisions. But it never came. The market's moving, AI's changing everything, competition's intensifying. It was the right decision, right time.
What was decisive in choosing Seyfor?
People. An acquisition looks rational, but it's largely about relationships. You read the numbers, but neither side sees behind the curtain. Martin Ziegler had the same story as us. He built his company at the same time, the same way, with the same instincts. We could talk business, past, future, and it just clicked. It didn't take ages to explain things to each other. We felt it. Guys, this is going to work.
Now you have a boss. How are you coping?
It's a relief. I didn't expect to say that. Every decision used to land on two people, every risk. The day after the deal was announced, a colleague who'd been with us for 25 years came to László and said, "Congratulations, now you're an employee just like me." And he was right. Someone once asked me whether I could sell a house I'd built and lived in. I said yes. It's a house. A company isn't just a building. The people are still here. And now there are more people around us to think things through with. In practice, that means Martin Kudrna, with whom we meet every 2 weeks to talk about business, AI, problems. It's almost like coaching. I didn't expect it, but I like it.
I expected big changes, the kind our advisors warned us about. But nothing dramatic happened. The biggest shift wasn't in the systems, but in the thinking. The technology side moved fairly quickly. Changing the way we plan was far harder. Before, we worked intuitively, an annual plan, adjustments along the way. Now we work with monthly planning that's constantly reassessed. It's not a bad thing, but it demands more discipline and different thinking.
AI. What does it mean for Revolution software?
It's a fundamental shift, but you can't grasp it all at once. AI isn't a tool you try and tick off. You have to work with it gradually. Try things, search, figure out where it makes sense. Our biggest challenge now is getting it into people's day-to-day work.
Any resistance?
More like caution. People are used to working in a certain way. Some use AI, others are skeptical. So we gave one of our younger colleagues the space to focus on it full-time. No client projects. Just find what works and show it to everyone else. The first presentation was 2 weeks ago. Everyone was skeptical, including me. And I'm the one who set the whole thing up.
The harder challenge is generational. Experienced staff understand ERP deeply, but are wary of AI. Younger ones are open to AI, but don't know the product. The two groups must learn from each other, and that's not fast.
You can't force it. You wait, show people something really useful, and one day they start on their own. We've been learning for 35 years and don't pretend to know more than we do. That's the plan we'll stick to.
Thank you very much.